Good morning, students. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about story writing. It means how to write a short story. This question is applicable for both the classes, that is standard 9 and 10. And for your information, this is a compulsory question, mandatory question. There will be no option. Whatever the question, 2 questions will be asked, but the 2 questions will be of story writing there. So then standard 9th also same, and 10th also compulsory question. And for 10th standard, this question carries 10 marks, compulsory question. So therefore it's a very crucial major question, very important question. So then let us see then what is story writing here. So especially story writing, it is a kind of in the form of narration there. It is written in the form of narrative there. So then let us discuss what is the purpose of story writing here. Whenever we used to write a story, because we know that for the story writing, sometimes in our question paper, first line will be given, beginning line, starting line, outline. Sometimes they can give the concluding lines there, only last line there, and sometimes the clues will be provided to you. The points will be given, cues will be provided to you there. So different possibilities are there. How it means how that they give the question, what is the format of the question here. So then it means that on one sentence, on few points there, few words there, that we have to elaborate the story there. I used the word elaborate here because only few words that they used to provide, and then later on that we need to elaborate it in the 150 to 200 words there. And we know that to write the story in 150 to 200 words, to make the answer here, we need that writing skill, vocabulary, sentence structure, grammar, everything is there. So then let us see that what is the purpose of story writing here. Especially story writing is to improve creative and imaginative thinking of the student here. Why the story writing? This is the compulsory question, mandatory question, because it helps to improve the creativity of the student. It helps to improve the imaginative thinking of the child, and then also it helps to make the planning. It means before writing that we have to plan each and everything, that this is the point is given, this is the starting beginning line is given, or the outline is given. So we have to make clear cut planning. That's how we will, how I will compose the story, how I will lead the story ahead, that we have to plan each and everything there. So then, so that is why it also helps to develop the planning here, and plus it helps to develop the effective and the impressive language here. Language accuracy is also important here. Definitely somehow at some extent it helps us to gain the accuracy in language here. So then this is what the purpose, clear cut. It is to develop the creativity, imaginative power of the students here, skill, planning. So next, so when we discuss about the story, definitely some points are coming there, some main elements of the story here. So here on the blackboard, for example, we can see few elements of the story are given here. It means when we compose a story, at that time we need to consider, we need to keep in our mind few things here. For example, plot, character, thought, diction, plus setting is coming, different things are here. But here I have written, I have taken only 5 major things here, or the main elements here. Let us discuss one by one. First one is theme, which is also considered as the main idea or the central idea of the story there, which is very crucial here, because here definitely it is based on the theme here. Whether we are able to attract the attention of the reader or not, it depends on the theme here. If you select such a theme here, if you choose such a theme which is very interesting, something scary, adventurous, something or the moral is coming there. So definitely the reader will attract there. So this is our main purpose, to attract the attention of the readers here. So we have to select such a theme here, such an idea for the story there, such a message or the moral which could which could pass the moral or the message there. So this is what theme here. This is the first element, which is a major element. So we could say that in the story writing there, that is a theme there. Sometimes abstract idea is also possible there. So next, coming to the next one, plot. This is the second element of the story, plot, which is also we could say that one of the foremost or the leading element, one of the crucial major element in the story there. So first of all, we have to understand what is mean by plot. We can say that each and every story, each and every movie, each and every story, movie, serial, each has its own plot there. Each novel, it has its own plot there. Because without plot, we cannot imagine a story there. Without plot, we cannot convey the meaning there. We cannot pass out the meaning there without plot. So, plot, the meaning of the plot here, plot means the logical sequence of the events. Logical, it means proper arrangements of the main incidents in the story there. So, imagine that, for example, without incidents, without events, how can we compose a story there? How can we imagine about any movie? How can we imagine about any novel here? We cannot imagine. Without, I mean to say that without incidents, without events in the story, we cannot imagine about this moral, we cannot imagine, we cannot think about the story there or any work there. So that is why the importance of the plot here. And now, it means the meaning. Have you understood the meaning of this plot here? Meaning of the plot means a logical sequence of the events in the story. It means proper arrangements. Proper arrangements. Why I used the word proper arrangements? Because we cannot replace the sequence here. We cannot replace the placement here or the sequence of the incidents here. How the incident or the event which comes at the beginning of the story, we cannot put it at the end or in the middle here. Otherwise, it will change the total meaning there. It cannot convey the proper meaning. Or the incident or the event which comes in the middle of the story, we cannot place it at the end of the story there. Or the incident which comes at the end of the story, we cannot place it at the beginning there. So that is why I mean to say that plot is a very crucial thing there. It means plot means the logical sequence of the events or the proper arrangements of the main events in the story there. And there is a possibility, different kind of the plots are there. Maybe for example, adventurous plot, scary plot, suspenseful plot or the comic plot. Various possibilities are there. So the plot. So it depends on us there, how we used to make the sequence of the events in the story there, on which the meaning is based there. We can convey the proper meaning to the audience, to the readers there. So next, coming to the next, that is setting. Setting of the story. Generally we know that whenever the drama starts, whenever the novel starts, whenever the movie or anything starts there, any work starts, so definitely the effect of that work, it depends on the setting, it depends on the background, it depends on the background or the location, it depends on the background or location of that place. It depends on the location of that event there. So that is why especially this setting is important here, where the action take place there. And sometimes it is possible that sometimes the setting may be realistic or the fictional setting there. It means setting, it means background or location where the incident actual takes place there, right? So then next, that is characters. Also we cannot consider the story without characters here. Character, this is also the central figure, main idea there. So that is why without just like plot is considered as the backbone of the story. Backbone, just like we have backbone. Without backbone that we cannot stand here. So then in the same manner, character, this is also one of the major thing here. So then here definitely one major character is there. Just like in a novel or in any story, there one major character is there, one central character. So the same manner here, one central character is there, and the rest of the characters are minor characters there. And the story revolves around that central character here, moves around that central character, and the rest of the minor characters there. So then, next coming that is a mood and the atmosphere. Mood and atmosphere of the story there. So then, maybe for example, sometimes mood of the story may be cheerful there, sometimes happy, cheerful mood, sometimes tense and suspenseful mood there. Various possibilities are available here. It depends on the question there, it depends on the nature of the question here. So then, so these are the 5 main elements of the stories are given which are necessary. First one is theme, central idea. Second one is plot. Plot means logical sequence of the events in the story, proper arrangements of the incidents in the story. Second, next setting. Setting means background or location where the story actual takes place there. Next, characters. In characters, one is major characters or the central character, and the rest are minor characters there. Next coming that is the mood or atmosphere. Sometimes we can say that various things are coming here. Cheerful mood, sometimes happy, tense. It depends on the nature of the question here or the content. Now coming to the next one. Some points that definitely some points that we need to remember while writing a story there. When we start writing a story, at that time our focus should be on a single idea there. It means single plot. We cannot mix up, we cannot bring together different various plots here. So that is why if you want to write an effective story there, our focus should be on a single incident there, single plot. Then and then it is possible to write an effective story there. It means when you write the story, keep in your mind, consider that, think about only one incident there, in one way there, how I can go ahead, how I can lead with this incident there. So then, so one thing that is our focus should be on single idea there. Next, if we talk about the tense, which tense we have to use in the story, that is clear. You know very well, when we write a story, at that time past tense is used there. So that is why use past tense. Various changes that we have to make there. So that is why almost we could say that here also there is a test of your grammar ability, skill there. So for this, that you should know that tenses there, various types of the tenses there. What is the formula of the tense here? What is the structure of this and this tense? Simple past, perfect. All these things are coming here. So past tense must be used for story writing there. So then, next that is a framing story. As per the keeping in your mind the central idea or the central character there. When we frame a story, at that time, keep in your mind the central character. That this is the central character, and according to this character, that I have to compose the story there. I have to elaborate a story there. So do not forget the central character there and the role of that character. So next coming that is the end of the story. That should be clear. There should be no ambiguity. There should be no ambiguity, no confusion here. The end of the story must be clear in our mind. So that is why I would suggest that before writing a story, think twice there. It means think twice before taking a step ahead there. That I am writing a story, I have to write a story there. So how will I write a story there? What will be the end of the story? What will be the moral of the story there? That should be clear. There should be no confusion in your mind. So next, simple and innovative language is expected here. Simple and innovative language is expected here. And next, that is a story. It must be. It should take some turns and a twist there. Then and then we will be able to attract the attention of the readers. If there is no turn, no twist, nothing is there, no comic situations, no horror events, nothing is there. So we cannot able to attract the attention of the readers there. We will not able to attract them. So that is why. So all these points are coming there. So then, when we write a story, our main intention is that to attract the attention of the readers here. This is our main intention here when we write a story there. So then, when we start to writing a story there, so then develop the story in such a manner that with the help of the dialogues that you can introduce the characters there. When you introduce the characters in the story, maybe the central characters, minor characters there, introduce the characters in the story, and characters may be, we could say that, so the people or the human beings may be in the form of animal there, maybe in the form of different beings there, right? Sometimes real, sometimes fiction, here there. So that is why especially the characters, try to take the characters which are based on the real life there, right? The characters, whenever we introduce the characters in the story, that should be based on the real story, something there. So that is the basis there. Next thing that is coming there, use setting and context to develop the mood and atmosphere there. For example, when we start a story there, we could say that in such a way that our starting is in this way. Beginning of the story. When we begin a story, when we start a story, for example, and here is coming climax of the story. This is the starting, beginning, and here comes to the climax of the story. Now when we start a story there, start in such an interesting manner there. You can choose various sentences there. You can choose various sentences there. For example, you can say that some stunning starting there. For example, we could say that once upon a time there was a king, once upon a time that there was a man, there was a farmer there. Otherwise, you can say, you can take different things there. I awoke one morning there and I saw, or different, we could say that it was the festival of the spring there. It was the festival of the spring there. It means in any manner that he could start there. Just like we could say that well begun is half done. Right? There is a famous saying that well begun is half done there. If you started in a well manner there, in an effective way there, so definitely we could grab the attention of the readers there. We could grab the attention of the readers there. So that is why well beginning is must there. So then, and after that the climax. Climax means the middle stage of the story there. Just like interval in between in the movies there. Just like it comes there, interval or the middle stage, the same. The climax of the story. At this stage, we should create such atmosphere in the story. We should create such atmosphere in the story. It means, I mean to say that we will be able to increase the curiosity of the audience. We should be able to increase the curiosity of the reader's audience, that what is next. Just like, for example, we are watching a movie, or we are reading a novel here, or we are watching anything there. When the time of interval comes, so definitely the people or the audience, that they start guessing that what is next now. What will happen with the central character? What will happen with the actor? What will happen with the villain? What will happen with the actress there? So they start guessing. Why it happens there? Because the movie has already increased their curiosity there. That they have taken much interest in the story there. They like the story there. They like the story, so that is why they start guessing now there. What is next? So this is our main purpose. That here I mean to say that you should be able to increase the curiosity of the readers there. You should be able to increase the curiosity of the audience there, or the readers there. This is our main purpose. Climax here, and after that coming to anti-climax here. It means here end of the story. In this way. So definitely your end of the story will be with some moral there, maybe any central idea, moral message there, whatever the things are there, that should be clear in your mind there. Personally, do not mention that this is the end of the story there, right? One more thing, when for example, if the story writing this question carries 10 marks, for example in 10th standard this question carries 10 marks, compulsory question, right? For example, this is the distribution of the marks, analysis of the marks, 1 plus 4 plus 5. It means 1 marks for the title, and sometimes it is necessary in question itself that they ask that provide a suitable title to the story, apt title to the story. So that time that you have to provide a suitable title. You can do one thing there. First you write the story, then you can provide a suitable title there. So otherwise starting that you can provide the title there. The title should be meaningful, just like the name of the novel, name of the movies, or the name of the stories there. That should be meaningful. Look, just reading the title, having a glance over the title, one should understand that what is next, what is in this story there. So that is why it should be meaningful. Next coming, that is content. 4 marks for the content and the 5 marks for the expressions here. Expression here, your grammar and fluency is coming there. So 5 marks for the expression there. So that we could say that the rest of your language skill is coming in the last 5 marks here. If you are able to write properly, if you are able to make proper sentences, then definitely you will score more marks here in this section, especially in the story writing section here. And especially for the story writing, your extra reading is also essential there. I mean to say that we cannot read only the books of our syllabus here. Books of our syllabus we cannot read, we cannot depend on them. We read different kind of the novels here, which are outside the syllabus here. Listen the stories here, by which you can develop your imagination there. Imagination, it plays a very crucial role here, a kind of vital role here in the story writing there. So that is why try to read the extra material, extra content there. Try to listen the stories there in English language there. Try to refer this language, English language there. Otherwise, if you read the stories or listen in your mother tongue, then there will be the problem of language translation problem here. So that is why, though you don't understand, try to listen in English, the audios, videos, plus try to read English books here, extra books there which are out of your syllabus here. So try to enhance your reading skill there, because that thing is very useful in story writing there. So this is what, first of all, give the title, after that start your story writing there. Just remember one thing, your beginning should be stunning there, that should be interesting there starting, and also in the middle of the story you should be able to increase the curiosity of the readers there. Interesting story, the plot may be different there, scary, suspense, or the scientific, or the different things are coming here, or the adventurous plot, it doesn't matter here. So then, now after that, anticlimax or the end of the story with a moral there, right? So this is what the story writing, this question that we have to attempt in 150 to 200 words here. So then, I hope that you might have understood the content plus format of the story. And here one more thing, that you could make the paragraphs here for the story writing and go ahead. So for today's lecture, that's all from me. Thank you and have a fabulous day.